So Louie is one of those incredible stories that we get to see at Helen Woodward Animal Center. Louie was really a story of neglect. He had had a family, he had a broken leg from a car accident that they didn't treat, he had an eye infection that was severe that they didn't treat, and eventually his eyes had to be removed, and eventually they got rid of him. So it's a very tragic tale. Such a sweet dog, and he got a really terrible beginning to his life, and we wanted to see a happy ending. That story didn't just move us, it moved people across the world. People put that story out and it was picked up by Yahoo, and suddenly we had people from 32 different states in the United States calling to try to adopt him. Of course, we looked through all the different applications and people that said that they wanted to see Louie live a great life. And we got this fabulous, fabulous letter from the Walker family, and they were just the perfect family for him.
I was stationed in Camp Pendleton, which is in San Diego. And I was having trouble seeing at nighttime, and then it started to progress from there. My peripheral vision started to go, and then once I went to an eye examination, they diagnosed me with a condition called retinitis pigmentosa, which progressively you lose your eyesight over time. So I've lost probably about 97% of my vision, and so now I have the ability to just see outlines out of my left eye.
I heard about Murphy, then Louie at the time. I was scrolling through my phone and I saw this article and his picture, and I was just like, oh my goodness, what is going on here with this adorable dog? And we were all sitting together as a family, so I told them the story, and our daughter Jordan immediately was like, we have to try and get him.
And so our home, as my vision has decreased over the years, we've adjusted the house to make it more comfortable for me. And then Louie, now Murphy, has been able to benefit from that. The guy doesn't have a chip on his shoulder at all. You would think that he was born this way and he just learned to adapt to it. I'm impressed the way that he's handled his vision loss. I know I'm putting a lot of emotions on how I'm interpreting it, but even I struggle with my days of what I can't see or what I'm running into. And just to see the way that he's handled it kind of gives me a little bit of a check, like, hey, if Murphy can do it, I can do it. I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but really, I do sense that, when I'm having a rough day, to see all the progress that he's made and the ability that he's, so loving to us and loving to the other dogs. It's really a sight to see, whether you're a person or an animal. We're really honored to be a part of it.
We couldn't ever express how grateful we were to have been able to be a part of that experience. And I think Helen Woodward did a really good job of just trying to give us as much information as possible so that we could just help him be as comfortable as quickly as possible.
It's this whole army of staff that has all this love and support for all these animals. And so when we're adopting him, you think that we would have been nervous, but we weren't, because we had this whole source of support with these follow-up emails and phone calls and dog trainers and medical things for Murphy. It was just, we're like blown away about how much support that we were given. So it was an amazing experience.
I think that the thing with a story like Louie is that it's tragic and it's sad, and we see it here at Helen Woodward, but I also see how everybody here rallies together to find this one dog his perfect happy ending. And I also get to see the way people in the world rally together, and they donate and they call and they provide support and they say they want to adopt. We do really, really depend on donations and the love of people who say, well, I can't work in animal welfare, but I want to donate, I want to do something to help an animal like Louie and to help all the animals that come in through the doors with their own different tragic stories, because there is a happy ending waiting for those animals. And they can find it here at Helen Woodward Animal Center. We just need the help of people like you.
So both Steve and I are really thankful to all the donors, of everybody who has donated and will donate in the future, because they help not only the families but the animals who come through the center.
It's been really special for us, and I know Murphy and all the other dogs and animals that receive that support, we can't thank you enough.